Welcome back everyone, Mariah Monetize here, and in today's video we're going over some very important information regarding Celsius. So we have gotten more clarity on when it comes to the balance sheet and where the hole is at. And I'm going to give you a very important action to take today to put yourself in the best position to get your funds back. So make sure that you watch until the very end of this video, because what I'm going to say today is very important in the first steps in this entire process to get your funds back. Okay, so Celsius acknowledges 1.2 billion hole in the balance sheet. We know that Celsius, I've heard anywhere from $8 to $12 billion under management, but we have to take into consideration that could possibly be inflated. So let's say, for example, they had 10 billion under management. There's a $1.2 billion hole. Honestly, that doesn't really sound like a massive hole to me of what I was actually anticipating. I was anticipating something a little bit bigger than that, but let's go ahead and read on here. The document, which was filed by the U.S. Bankruptcy Court of the Southern District of New York, shows that Celsius holds 4.3 billion of assets and 5.5 billion of liabilities. In his list of assets, Celsius claims it has about 600 million in Cell token. However, the company noted in the filing the total market cap of Cell as of July 12th was roughly $170 million. So a bit of a mismatch there. So Celsius is one of the several firms that have been hit hard by the ongoing liquidity crisis in the crypto sector. We know that obviously halted withdrawals on June 12th. As a firm was looking for solutions for its financial difficulties, crypto exchange FTX reportedly walked away from talks about a potential deal to acquire Celsius, pointing to a $2 billion hole on Celsius' balance sheet. So FTX technically saw something bigger than 1.2 billion in the hole. They saw $2 billion. So the crypto lender paid off 223 million to Maker, 235 million to Aave, and 258 million to Compound, closing its last loan on Tuesday, as reported by CoinDesk. As a result, the firm was able to reclaim almost 1.4 billion in tokens, mostly held in the form of wrapped BTC and staked Ether. So the good thing with the bankruptcy filing was we knew this was going to be exposed, so now we have that information. The next thing that you need to do with this process is follow this step. Basically, what's going to happen is this. There's going to be a claim form that comes out that you're going to need to file stating how much you had on Celsius. So right now, when you go to Celsius.network, this thing comes up. Basically, before they said that the website was closed, but you're still able to log in. So what you need to do is log into your Celsius account, and you need to take videos as well as screenshots. So screen recording videos as well as screenshots to prove what you have in your account and everything you have deposited. You should also start gathering any emails that you have from Celsius regarding any deposits that you made. I highly recommend to take more than you think that you need. So you should be taking screenshots of all of this. Make sure that you scroll down to the bottom if there's a second page on listed tokens to take a screenshot of all of that. You should take a screenshot when it comes to your deposit. So if you go up here, transaction type, received, and then you can basically put in a date here and you can get that particular everything you've received. If you want to go through and take screenshots of every single transaction, you could do that. You can just export the spreadsheet, but I feel like actual screenshots are better. And if you can, I recommend doing it on your computer as well as on your phone when it comes to taking screenshots and video recordings. The good news, like it would be harder with your phone to be able to capture the date. So for example, like if I'm gonna do a screen recording right now, I can basically change my screen to where it's going to say the date and the time so that I have basically a timestamp. So you're just wanting to gather as much and more than you actually think you'll even need when it comes to being able to make a claim that Celsius has whatever amount of funds that you have in there. Take screenshots of your loans that have, collateral backed. Take more than you think that you need. Videos as well as still screenshots. Make sure that you get absolutely everything. So what you can anticipate moving forward is there's probably going to be a claim form that comes out in the next week or so, a week or two. And I would say that you're probably better off being first than last to fill out that claim form. So you want to be ready to go. You want to have all of this basically information to make the claim of whatever fund you're going to put on that claim that Celsius has of yours. There is also a possibility that a class action lawsuit will come out. So if I am informed of any class action lawsuits, I'm definitely going to pass that information along to you guys. So the claim form is probably going to be something that asks for all of your basic information. It might ask you who recommended Celsius to you. It's probably going to, ask for any information, screenshots, anything that you have to prove the case of what you have in your Celsius account. Do not wait to gather these documents and these screenshots. Why? The website can be shut down within the next 5 minutes. Do not wait on getting these screenshots gathered, okay? Right now we could still log in and we could still see everything, but that could change at any moment. The site could go down. So do this now. Do this immediately. Do not wait. Do not hesitate. Start taking screenshots and video recordings of your entire Celsius account, all of your transactions, your deposits. There is no excuse to not do this. If you want to put yourself in the best position to get your funds back, this is step one. Take action immediately. So that is your homework for today. That's all that I have for you. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.